So if we just go first of all into the profile page, you'll notice that alpha1ramp.io steemcasting, you've got a profile very similar to maybe you want on Steam, apart from you have now interest groups, and then underneath that communities. Now communities doesn't seem to be live yet, but it's obviously something they're working on. I don't know if that's using HiveMind or not, but they've definitely got sections for interests, so it can display posts from those interest groups. And then underneath that is obviously your latest post. Now this one is actually a contest that I put through on OneRamp this morning, and I did it via the web interface, not the mobile app. I think the mobile app is only out for Android right now, not iOS. So if you actually go through to the post, because I put it in as a competition via this section at the top here, top right, I actually entered it in through their website. You can see that it arranges the post in a certain way, so it shows you the category, the prizes, the judges, the description, and then underneath at the very bottom it says how to participate, contest begins, contest ends, and then it also puts in a certain code. Sorry, this is the one I did. Yeah, this is the actual contest. I did two. I'm going to explain that in a minute. And then I also put the Fundition link on this as well, because I wanted it to be seen on Steemcasting's news page as part of on the Fundition page as part of a news article. So if I use the hashtag, then it will show up on the Fundition site, because it aggregates the posts in from anywhere you put it on the Steem blockchain if you're using that tag. So I use the tag to basically share the project, I guess, right? And then another view is if you go to alpha1ramp.io/competitions, then it lists all the competitions that are currently running. So you see at the top there's like a leaderboard of competition entries. So if I look at that, you can see all of the people who have won these competitions, and there's like a leaderboard top like 21. Don't know why it's 21, but like top 21 of people who are winning contests, which is kind of cool. But also it just shows you all the contests that are running in one place. Now there's another level to that as well. So once I click through on this, and you can participate from here as well, you can just like click on participate, and this is what comes up. This is the actual design of the competition. So that's alpha1ramp.io competitions, and then the competition URL, which is actually the hashtag that if you want to get involved with the project, you can use in a Steam post from anywhere, busy, Steam Peak. You put that URL, that tag in, and it will automatically appear on this post, and I'll explain that in a minute. So as you can see, I've selected it to be in the design category, so anybody searching in those groups will probably see this contest. And if you scroll down, they've got a different view again for competitions, and it's kind of styled with like a little medal, the total prize. This should be a little bit more clear, I think. This should say like Steem 35 what 20 Steem for the first place, 10 for the first, 5 for the third, the start time, the end time, description about the project. I'm not quite sure why it doesn't show the logo. I'm not sure if that's their editor, but it certainly shows up properly on a Steemit post. I'll show you that in a minute. I put in some rules, and then at the bottom you can see it says participate using this hashtag. So if you copy that to clipboard and use that as a tag on your entry, what happens is the entry shows up at the bottom of this contest. So it's really good to, instead of having to go digging around the blockchain looking for entries, as long as you're using that hashtag, it will auto aggregate them into this post. So I used the tag on a DTube video telling people about the contest, so that people can find the contest on OneRamp. Obviously this is not an entry, but it's a good way for people to find a bit more information out about it, because obviously I can't put a video to this through DTube. I have to actually upload it through their interface. But just a little power tip there to get a bit more awareness. You're still using the Steem blockchain, but using different communities that are out there, be it DTube being video and on OneRamp having their own front end. So what it looks like on Steem, on the actual Steemit front end, just to show you what happens to it, is if we go to Steemcasting and click on the OneRamp, which is basically this, right? This is what it looks like on OneRamp. This is what it looks like on Steemit. So it's taken the various sections that I entered, and it's just created markdown to suit. And on here the actual logo works. And if you're interested in taking part in this competition for our logo, illustrated logo for steemcasting, Dalio's done a great little URL here, notion.so, which gives you like a proper style guide, which is this. So ideas of things that we like, graphics and illustrations and logos that we like. We're looking for something in black and also white, simple and clean. Like I really like this logo. We both sat and had breakfast this morning and really like this logo 4 style, but something that incorporates, you know, S and C, or maybe steam and casting all together in one word, or like a symbol and the word underneath. But it's got to be clean, that it works really good in low resolutions and high resolutions, ideally vector 1:1 ratio. All the information's here, and if you click on this block here on the left hand side, then one of the great features of Notion that I'm seeing is that it's got the ability to lay this out really nicely with links and the status, contest is in progress, contest rules. Really nice. And I think using this in collaboration with the blockchain, linking out to third-party services, really enhances the offering. So yeah, I mean, super simple to use, a little bit clunky on the UI, on the interface on OneRamp, but I'm sure they'll tidy those things up. If you're interested, take part in it, and I would heartily recommend having a look at using OneRamp for competitions, because I really like this interface. Really like this contest interface for getting contests going.
Drifting slowly into an empty space.